Hey everybody, Will from 1 Kilo here. Today I'm gonna help you guys with the question that I get all the time. How do you become a weightlifter? And that's coming up right now. Hey all, glad you're here. If it's your first time, 5th time, or 10th time, please like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. All right, so I get this question all the time. How do you become a weightlifter? Like, where did you start? What did you do before? What should you have known when you started? And today I have 2 American Open champions, an American record holder, international team, members for Team USA, Mary Tyson Lappin, and Nate Lewis, and they are here to tell you everything they wish they had known when they started and how they got into weightlifting. This is a super valuable video and I hope you guys are gonna enjoy it. So without further ado, here's Nate and Mary. All right, Mary, what sports did you play before you got into weightlifting?
Okay, before weightlifting, wait, you want me to start, time out. You want me to start when I was like little? Okay, so before weightlifting, I played soccer. I played soccer from when I was 5 until all through high school. And I played on the boys team because we didn't have a girls team, so my sister and I played with the boys.
So as a kid, I did a lot of sports, kind of just explored around with a bunch of different things, and then started focusing on football and basketball specifically in middle school and played that all the way through high school.
I played basketball, loved basketball, played softball, hated softball, volleyball, and track. Track was my big thing.
So in high school football, we were kind of taught to clean a little bit, and I was working out a bunch for football and basketball. And then when that kind of came to an end, I actually was considering doing bobsled because my uncle was on the USA bobsled team. And in that time, as I was learning to do the lifts a lot more, I did a weightlifting meet locally and then went to junior nationals and kind of fell into it like that.
I did track from 6th grade and then 5 years of college. I was horrible in 6th grade. I didn't want to do it. I was so bad. And then 7th grade was better, and then high school was really good. So in college, I threw shot put, discus, hammer, and weight. I was probably the best at shot put and discus. I threw hammer and weight because my coach was really, really good at them. I was okay at them, but not as good as shot and disc. I won a national title in discus. I was multiple-time All-American in the shot put and discus and the weight. And then I finished my career at US Championships USATF Championships in Sacramento, California. And then I was gonna throw after college, and then I didn't do anything, and then I started weightlifting.
What helped you from those sports as you transitioned to weightlifting?
I think the work ethic helped me out in just understanding that you have to be training all the time in order to like make progress. And then I think the jumping from basketball played a role in just developing that explosive power.
Transitioning into weightlifting, I think from the other sports I took just like overall athletic movements. We did a little bit of training in track, not a ton of like actual weightlifting, kind of like the typical thrower cleans, right, where you're strapped up. And so overall I was pretty strong before, but I think just like the soccer, the basketball, the like movement, the athletic movements that we did in those sports kind of helped transition into these weightlifting movements as well.
Cool. And how did you decide to lift full time then?
Once I really got into training, I just loved it so much I didn't want to stop, and I kept with it. Yeah, so at junior nationals, I showed up and did pretty good weights and got some medals at like my first national meet. And at the time, the OTC was still running, so I was invited to a junior camp. And at the junior camp, I was introduced to Vance, and Vance kind of talked to me about coming to NMU. And I ended up going to NMU that next fall and spent 5 years there. I
became a weightlifter when the recruiting transitional program came out with USA Weightlifting. Mike basically found out that I was strong and I lived by someone who else was strong, so I kind of got like tattled on, and then I started weightlifting, and that was about 4 years ago.
What do you wish you would have known when you started?
Definitely wish I would have had better insight on like the idea of a long-term plan and sticking with it and being patient and understanding the ups and downs and not getting frustrated along the way and seeing progress over the years instead of just like over a 2-week period. Mistake-wise, I think that my average daily intensities were too high earlier on, and I would have got a lot more benefit technically if I would have snatched and clean and jerked 20 kilos less or whatever it is for a certain time and developed my back squat a little differently and just focused on movement patterns earlier on.
Okay, what I wish I would have known when I started weightlifting is that you don't have to go like this when you lift, and you can actually be patient and hit good movements and good technique and good positions, and things will be easier and you'll be able to lift more.
And there you guys have it. That's how they found weightlifting. part of their experience and what they found out about weightlifting that they wish they had known when they started. So if you guys are still here watching, please like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, but also drop a comment below and let me know what you guys want to know from my elite weightlifters. I will ask them, we'll find out, we'll put it here on this YouTube channel. Until then, I'll see you guys right back here next week. Hey everybody, Will from 1 Kilo here. Oh, sorry. You look surprised.
I'll just go like that. Okay.
Hello?
Hello? No?
I don't think I want to do that.
Test, test, test. Cool.
Testes.
Yep.
And now I'll do the long one.